this is now obviously, and this was going to happen, that there's going to be armed resistance against what we have seen since 5th August, which is adding to the existing repression and oppression. But what we have seen is that the Indian media and the Indian government is now once again putting the blame on Pakistan. Your reading of the situation?
It's funny that India's only reaction is ever to blame Pakistan. It's unfortunate that their scope is only to accuse their neighbors. But let's also remember the fact that Riaz Neku was not just a resistance leader or a resistance fighter. He was a brother, he was a son. And his father, with great admiration, with whatever great admiration I have for him, his father is at peace that his son has achieved martyrdom and went out to fight for a just cause. I think we also need to mention the fact that as you mentioned, the Pulitzer-winning trio that Kashmir had was, for some reason, the Indians couldn't digest it. And I think one of the reasons that they could not digest it is because the authors were, or the winners were called as Kashmiris, and some of the title pieces were about how Kashmir's independence was revoked. So that's also a pain in India's side. Now, when it comes to Pakistan, as usual, India will always critique Pakistan, that everything is instigated by Pakistan. Riaz Neku was a local boy. Adil was a local boy. And all the other boys, for example, Burhan Wani, Manan Wani, Sabzar, Saddam, all of these boys were indigenous young boys who came from the valley that were inside, and they faced persecution, oppression. They witnessed firsthand the issues inside occupied Kashmir, and they were forced, their backs were against the wall, and they were forced to pick up arms and weapons and then react. But I also want to mention at this point in time that there are so many ways that the Indian occupational forces and the Indian machinery clamps down on the people of Kashmir. And it's not just on those that resist with weapons. It is even those that resist by the pen. Masrat Zahra, Gauhar Gilani, Pirzada Ashik,